demonic angel. Today we're going to talk about garlic. I talk about that a few times, about how I'll use it with different demons, different spirits that aid in astral projection or grounding. And I honestly I like the taste of it. That's probably really weird. But you know what else I like? I like, valerian roots. They smell really nasty. I like to smell, like I get a bottle and I love to just smell it. So I might be a little bit weird. Anyway, I eat raw, but you could, if you cook it, that's totally still good. You're going to get some benefits from it. But I forgot the name of those, the little pieces of it. What's it, like a clove? Somebody tell me, okay? But it's like a little piece like this. And if you're gonna, start eating raw garlic, you should only eat a little piece like that, because if you have a lot of digestive issues, it can really hurt your stomach. And even if you just have mild digestive issues, like some bad bacteria going on in the intestines, it can really feel like it's burning if it has a lot to kill. So this is not, eating raw garlic isn't for bitches. It's for people who can just, yeah, okay, your breath will smell bad, right? It's gonna, that's a whole different issue. But for me, the longer I eat it, and I eat it every day, actually I have for a long time, but when I first started eating it, my breath would kind of stink, but now it really doesn't. Even with that fresh garlic that has that sticky, the sticky stuff is the real good benefits. There's a lot of trace minerals and B vitamins in raw garlic, and it's always better to get vitamins and minerals from an organic source than a supplement. So, that sticky stuff, that's still, I still won't smell too bad at all. And I think that the stomach really gets used to it after a while. The benefits are still there, but the breath smelling isn't so bad. I think it's kind of changing your pH too at first, because it's so strong. And, when you get some things kind of fixed from all this, then the breath kind of stuff will die off a little bit. If you only do it for like a week or two, your it's going to stink. That's not going to go away. I'm talking about people in this for the long haul. There's antibiotic properties in it. It was used by Hippocrates. So Hippocrates, the father of modern Western medicine, he used valerian, honey, and now we have another one that he prescribed for fatigues, cough, respiratory problems. So back in ancient Greece, if you had a cough, and I think the reason he probably prescribed it for fatigue is, if you eat this raw, I just eat it raw, and I grind it up in my mouth a little bit, and then I swallow a big glass of water, it actually makes you feel really energized. It is like some good, clean energy that lasts for a long time. And if you've ever tried this, let me know what you think about it. But essentially, ancient Greek athletes would consume garlic before performances. So it's like the first performance-enhancing drug. But because it does increase, it increases circulation in your body and stamina and that kind of stuff. So as nasty as smelling as it is, I'm sure it's probably also an aphrodisiac, just because it, promoting circulation, and that kind of thing. So of course it would help you endure sports or a long work day. It's very heart healthy. I'll put a link in the description, but it's that component of the garlic oil that's really sticky. That helps, clean your arteries out, and because it's promoting circulation, it helps keep your blood pressure down. Helps prevent cancer. So the sticky kind of stuff, it really is helping your body to get rid of oxidized damage. So when we talk about things that are antioxidant, that are really good, for your body, those are cleaning out some of the garbage. And green tea, garlic, they have antioxidants. You make melatonin naturally every night, and that's an antioxidant. So those are actually very beneficial for you. Anyway, it cuts cholesterol. So because of it, with the heart issues, the real issue for the heart is exactly the cholesterol benefits. It raises good cholesterol, and then it lowers bad cholesterol. I actually used to be on cholesterol medication for a long time, and now I'm not on it anymore. It took a good few years of apple cider vinegar, probably the two that I have stuck with, and just teas and honey are apple cider vinegar and garlic. And I just went in for a routine blood test to check the levels, and they just said, hey, we actually need to take you off of this because your body, you've got these really good levels. And I couldn't believe that, just because I was on it for a long time, and there's a lot of issues with it in the family, but that I like how a lifestyle change like that really did make a difference. Alcohol-induced liver injury. So I'm sure that behind every kind of health thing that I advocate, there's a part of me that found that because I was trying to find a way to get sober. I tried a long time, but every time I would try, like really try, I would find something that would help me stay sober longer for the next time. And these things eventually added up to me just knowing a bunch of random stuff. But it also helped me stay sober. Get for that final time. I utilized all these things that I thought made sense to me, even when I wasn't able to get better yet. I was just kind of paying attention for what I thought would make sense for me to integrate into my life if I was going to stay that way. And it did kind of come around to the understanding that I did have, which is that stopping addiction, the symptoms of physical sickness, those aren't really bad. They just make it feel like the pain is real, the pain is physical, you can identify it. But psychologically, your mind plays games with you because it wants you to have that substance. It served as a comforter for you to run and escape, and that calls in the night and in your dreams, and it will for me for many years. But I have decided that I'm not going to let it decide my life, and I'm not, I actually want to be healthy and feel really good and be able to laugh, and that's way more important to me. So now that I've made it, I'm going to stay here, but I really think it would be great if that information helps somebody else out. But it does this because it's like an organic sulfur compound, so it's really pungent, of course, but it's very cleansing to the liver. Now the liver regenerates completely every couple of years. Why do people still die of alcohol? Even though that happens, they get cirrhosis. So even though the liver can regenerate every couple of years, there's not really symptoms of cirrhosis until it's too late, where 95% of the liver is already compromised, and there's not a lot that can be done. You can't speed up that process of having a liver regenerate, and you need a liver to live. So so that really gave me a lot of hope to know that if I worked really hard and stayed that way for a couple of years, that even my liver would be able to regenerate, and the healthy things in I put in my body would matter. But you know, if you're struggling, you know, if you're really bad off, the garlic would probably burn your stomach. So be sure you want to take it small amounts with food and go really slow. You can increase that amount over time, but I take it with a meal because it's, you know, very pungent, and it's not really the smell, because none of it bothers me, but the stickiness is that quality to it. This even benefits, like you could look at it like it benefits pregnant women, because if women get infections really anywhere in their body while they're pregnant, the immune system wants to get rid of the child, because your immune system is not going to differentiate between, you know, like an infection and a baby, and your survival to your, you know, your nervous system, you is going to try to get rid of that in order to focus solely on the immune response. So that's why it's kind of scary when pregnant women can get infections. But, you know, eating garlic doesn't really seem to have a whole lot of negative problems. It's just another vegetable, really, and it will help kill microbes. So by killing microbes in the body, you lessen your chances of having a premature birth. So that was a really creative kind of outlook on it that I liked to mention. It improves your memory, and that's basically because of it, you know, being an antioxidant. That kind of helps it helps arrest the aging process of the mind, basically, you know, having little bits of memory loss and such as you age, and not being quite as you know, quick mentally, or personality changes even associated with age. This would be this actually just helps your body do its best, and so benefits everything from your heart to your brain, because when we get that increased circulation, it's actually very good for your brain, and it helps your neurotransmitters work more efficiently. So even if you, let's say, I mean, it's not going to help if you have severe depression, but if you have like really mild depression and you start doing this and your body's like, oh yeah, B vitamins, yeah, zinc, I forgot what else is in it, copper, I think. I could be wrong on that, but I know there's these trace minerals, and it's really, you know, you could end up, you know, kicking about a depression. It can make a difference. These things have made a huge difference in my life, and that's why I'm sharing them with you. So I will talk to you guys later. Bye.